Hi, I'm John Trishler from Specialty Performance Parts, and we wanted to do a real quick behind the scenes video for you, kind of showing you some of the stuff we're working on for the new Gen 3 Raptor here for the front bumper. So we're going to show you a couple of prototypes that we started with, and I think what we're going to end up with. Give us some comments about what you think about these new designs and which ones you like, which ones you don't like. And we should have some new stuff out for these real soon. We started out, with a single mount here for a light on the bumper with this new modular bumper for the 24 Raptor. And, the problem is, you've got your two bolts here. It's really hard to get a central location for a bracket that you can put a light on that's really centered and clean in there when you've got to bend your tabs down in the front. So this early iteration has that slot for your single light kind of offset. You're just using the one bolt for this bent tab here, and then you've got your toe bolts in the back. So this was the early iteration. I'm going to show you what we've come up with since then. As we move on to this next one, we had some people ask us for a double mount. They wanted to put two big lights on here. So, like a rigid 360, on each side, or maybe Baja Design's LP6. So we came up with this one here where you can bend it down and you've got a mounting location for both bolts in the middle and then the one on the top. These are spaced apart enough that you can get two big 6-inch lights on there or two small 3-inch lights on there as well. So now we've gone back to the drawing board a little bit to kind of come up with another design that's a little bit cleaner for our single mount. All right, and instead of using one piece where we're bending a tab in the front, we're doing two pieces, and it's going to work just like this. Your front bolts are going to bolt into this bottom section, and this is kind of like a shelf. Okay, that's going to support the front section of your top piece. All right, you're going to have your two bolt hills here on the top, and when you put your light in the middle here, your bolt's going to sandwich and your light's going to sandwich these two brackets together. So you've got support in the front, you've got support in the back. You're able to center your light here in the front, and we're going to show you real quick. We're going to throw it on there real fast so you can see what it looks like. But you'll be able to center that light here in the front, and it's going to have a really nice clean look. Now we went a little further because now we've got this bracket here in the front, this support bracket. We're able to kind of build on that for some of the other things that we're working on as well. So we're going to show you those real quick. All right, so now if you remember our original double mount here that we were working on, we've taken that another step further here where we've taken our single mount that we had here with the two piece, all right, and we've overlaid that onto our double mount, and we've created a double or a triple mount here for you. So now this is even cleaner, as you can see, and we're going to put this on there so you can see what it looks like on the truck. But this is going to give you the ability now to put three 3x3 lights or 4x4 lights. So like some of the rigid 360s, Baja Designs, Squadron Pros, rigid Radiance, rigid D series, Diode Dynamics, etc. Or you can go back and you can put two of the bigger 6-inch lights on each side if that's what you'd like to do. So you got a lot more versatility here with this, and both brackets now are just going to use that same support. This support is going to then continue to help us to expand this line with our cross mounts, so you can put multiple lights across the front, and our light bar mounts for your 40-inch light bars. And here's what the small one would look like here on the single mount. You can see, or again, you can do the 6-inch versions on the single mounts as well. But keep this in mind, because I know everyone is ready for the fog kits, and we are working on that right after this. We're working on the fog kits. But you see that they have changed and made that even more narrow now in that pocket. So it does make it a lot more difficult to get those bigger lights in there. We might be able to get a Squadron in there, but it's going to be harder to get those in there. We're going to get the biggest lights that we can get in there, the coolest designs, and we're going to come out with this new fog kit. But with this triple mount here on top, this is your other alternative. Again, for your three full-size Squadrons, D-Series, 360, Diode Dynamics SS3 lights, you can get your 3 full-size now on the top of the bumper, since you may not be able to get them squeezed in there into the bottom. but we are working on some really cool designs for the new fog kits as well. Shoot us some emails, make some comments below here. We are going to start a pre-order list here for these real soon. You can email us at info@spvparts.com and request to be notified when these are available. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.